Welcome to the top 8 and grand finale plus the top deck list of the Meta Weekly, the week of the new pack release. We have for the first duel for you, Vanquish Soul versus Branded. This is going to be a good one. Thank you for liking, commenting, subscribing, watching as much as you can, greatly supporting these videos. This is why we keep on posting them. With that said, Hajime.
There can only be one winner, and you're looking at it. Let's go.
Max C, we are going to not even Ash the Max C. If you Ash the Max C, you can't Dimension Shifter, so by using that Max C as soon as you can, it did really counter him. Wow, so what we had to do is with the toggle on, we had to Dimension Shifter with turn player priority to stop that from happening. Very interesting situation. All right. And also, by doing that, you lose your Ash, you lose your Stake Your Soul, but we do have reinforcement of the army anyway to get the Raisin. So there's a lot of little details there that do matter. Everything is now getting banished. Raisin is going to be negated, and we can't recycle the Raisin because of Dimension Shifter. So if we send it to the graveyard for the Rock of the Vanquisher to add it back to the hand, it's not going to happen. So now we're in a weird position. Kind of weird. We do have a Book of Moon. That's going to flip a card face down, non-targeting. We are under Dimension Shifter still. Banish Dimension Shifter, which could be a potential risk if they were to have another Dimension Shifter, which they could use right here, right now. Or no, they actually can't. They could use it on the follow-up turn, though. Ash is going to be negating the Fusion deployment, which is now going to make Triple Tactics Thrust activatable into a TTT, or we could grab Branded Fusion, right? Branded Fusion. Now our cards are going to be banished and not being sent to the grave, but Lubellion can use the Banish Albaz to just put it back in the deck. We're still going to make our Mirror Jade. Now Mirror Jade is not activatable if all your cards are getting banished. But we can wait next turn. Not a big deal. Tragedy, activating when banished. We still have our normal summon for the Aluber, which could set up another disruption. We got nothing in our graveyard besides the Max C. Aluber, setting up a Retribution, which can use the Mirror Jade to negate and affect a special summon, which could negate the Stake Your Soul, if we wanted to do that. Should we have non-target banished before this was possible? We're going to Rock of the Vanquisher, add back the Raisin in the graveyard. We're going to Stake Your Soul, reveal the Pantera, summon an Earth monster from the deck. That's going to be our Caesar Valius. Now, we know it can become unaffected from the Mirror Jade banish because we revealed an Earth. We're still going to try to banish it. We're going to chain become unaffected from the banish, so we're going to banish the Vanquisher instead. Okay. Goodbye to the Vanquisher. Goodbye to the Mirror Jade. Now, weird ruling here. This is unaffected from the banish, but it's not unaffected from being destroyed during the end phase. But we could return it back to the hand before the Mirror Jade gets destroyed, because it's from a Stake Your Soul. Raisin, add back the Mad Love. Yep, just as I said, return back to the hand before it gets destroyed. But then we can't resummon it. So, we protected Caesar from being destroyed, but at what cost? The battle we go. The Retribution's not activatable, but within the battle phase, we're going to be summoning our activatable Mirror Jade, ready to banish on command during the next turn here. Not quite lethal. And now the Retribution's activatable. And we have a Raisin in the graveyard, which could be negated by the Called By or just banished as we try to add it back. So what's interesting here is the Rock of the Vanquisher could try to add it back, but then we could chain the Continue to the Call by the Grave, which they're not going to even chain because it's non-targeting. Pantera summoning to the same column as the Retribution, and now we're going to be wiping out the Retribution. Called by the Grave is not getting wiped out. Okay, but we're going to activate it anyway. Okay, we are forcing out the Continue so that we could use Retribution before it gets destroyed by the Pantera. Let's go. Return back Mirror Jade, negates, and now your wipeout's not really wiping out anything. Okay. But, didn't we have a non-target banish on that Mirror Jade we just spun back? Huh? Right? We just got rid of our Mirror Jade that was activatable? Am I seeing this correctly? I do think so. Summoning the Caesar. We're only at 200 life points now. It's scary with the 0 attack monster in the field, but it's not attackable as long as we have Caesar on the field. So what do? Did you think? You thought you could swing in? No, maybe you're just triggering your Bestial Serenir, sending from the deck to the graveyard our branded sword. We're going to be, we're adding the branded sword to the hand. What does branded sword do on the field again? Branded sword is going to summon a bunch of tokens, banish any number of branded spell and trap cards from your graveyard, summon 2,500 attack monsters on the field. What? We have one, summon one token. Get thrusted. Ash is going to negate the thrust. I do not think so. Well, Vanquish Soul having a pretty damn good duel against Branded, if I do say so myself. Burn for 1,500. We don't have a dark to continually draw with. Let's get to it. The token's gonna be nothing. And we have it. We got it all. Reveal all three, pop the token or pop the trap, whatever you do, whether you activate or not, you're getting wiped out into lethal damage. Vanquish Soul in the top 8, making some plays. Branded opening, we could change our mind and instead add the card to the hand instead of special summoning it. And that's exactly what we're doing. Rin Brum can negate an extra deck monster like the Rock of the Vanquisher. It's a good summon under Max C, minimal summons. Hit him with the Max C. Our Max C turned off our newly drawn Dimension Shifter here. And now we got Kashtira Fenrir. Normal summoning the Raisin. Raisin is here. Come to us, Borger. Fenrir is going to be activating, grabbing a Rise Heart. That is good for, you don't really special summon it. We're now locked into Xyz only. We can't link. But we're making Baguska, so who cares? Get Baguskin. If you're under Max C, Baguska's the way. Durendal is going to be searching for a Raisin. I don't like that negate, really. Because we already have access to Raisin through the Rock of the Vanquisher, which is under the Baguska. Yeah. I think maybe we should have held on to that Ash. Maybe, if they had a Max C right here, we'd be pretty upset. We're going to be using the Albion, sending the Branded Sword from the deck to the graveyard. Lubellion searching for a Bestial. And Druid Swarm activates in the graveyard to send the Baguska to the grave. So let's just get it in the graveyard. The Banished Mercurier activating to search for a kit. Lubellion from the graveyard triggering the effect of the Druid Swarm to get rid of the Baguska. Baguska now gone. You now activate the Fenrir, banishing the Lubellion as the Baguska is no longer negating us. Branded Fusion into what should be a lethal turn. Let's see. Albion activating. Albion, different than the Lubellion Fusion, is able to attack the turn it uses its effect. Lubellion cannot, but if it's negated, it can. So we're going to use it for Fusion Summon for the Mirror Jade. On the field right now, we have 5,500 damage. We are going to be adding back Mercurier. They are only activatable hard once per turn to negate a monster. Come forth and summon. We are fusing with the Fenrir, making a Titanclad. Titanclad is here, over 9,000 damage, putting this into a game 3. All right. There could be only 2. You could play 2 of this card, and Branded does not really care about it. Raisin is going to be revealing to trigger the effect of the Jiaolong. So we're not Jiaolonging yet. Now we're Jiaolonging. We'll get that draw 1 off the Borger. Jiaolong reveal 2 fire to search our deck for any Vanquish Soul card. That's going to be our Snow Devil. Snow Devil could wipe out all monsters on the field, plus making us indestructible by card effects. We have Rock of the Vanquisher, special summoning the Mad Love, which could give us the Book of Moon. This is the setup for not 1 disruption, not 2, not 3, but 4 disruption, even 5. The Mad Love could spin a low defense monster back. The Raisin could wipe out a column. The Snow Devil could wipe out all cards on the field. The Dust Devil could be flipping a card face down. And the Caesar could pop a card in the field. That's a lot of disruption. Let's go. Borger drawing a card by revealing. We got the Jiaolong special summoning off of that ad, revealing double fire to add from our deck a Thalius. We do need an Earth in the hand here. So Raisin could search for Pantera or another. Ooh, Ooh, we just lost both our disruption. Should we have not chained the Snow Devil? Burn, special, make us indestructible by card effect? So if we were to, let's say, pop a Mirror Jade in the end phase, can't wipe out our fields. I think that's a big deal. But looks like it didn't matter. Okay. Harpy Feather Duster pass. We are going to be drawing again with the Borger Reveal, the Dark, Jiaolong Search. I mean, look at this card advantage. This is insane. If you like Labyrinth and you think traps are cringe, play Vanquish Soul. It's very similar. It's a control deck, but you control with the monsters. Let's get to it. It's a snowball effect. Once it gets rolling, you're in big trouble. Pantera wiping out the column of spell and traps, and just like that, Vanquish Soul is advancing to the top 4. That is what I love to see on New Pack Day. Yes. Link this up. How many draws do we have? We have draw 2. Draw 2 plus Maxi plus 3 spins. Let's go. Triple disruption. And we got Nibiru, we got that Maxi, we have no negate for that Maxi. Supposed to buy every unit once? Yeah, I pretty much did that, but then I don't know what to do after that. Grass looking green, milling a ton of cards off the top of the deck. Do you like the new animation or what? We're now going to Chaos Space, discarding the driver, adding a Leveneer for non-target poppage. We could take out the Purrely and the My Friend Purrely. We are under Max C. Goodbye to My Friend, goodbye to Purrely. Chaos Space, returning a banished card back of the deck to draw 1. Leveneer cannot declare an attack. We have not used up our normal summon yet. Safe at recycling the card in the graveyard, grabbing back our Lubellion to add a Bestial from the deck to our hand. Come to me, Magna Hut. We're going to be tributing the Leveneer for the Lubellion. Lubellion's going to be setting up a branded spell or trap from the deck, then ending our turn. We have a bunch of Bestials to stop lethal damage and also Chain Link block. So make sure you do that. Focus on Chain Link blocking. The happiness equipping happy memories. We're going to use Branded Beast to pop the My Friend Purrely, stopping the search, and we're going to spin to stop the, oh boy, and we're getting negated, so we're going to have to spin again. Double up the spin. Let's go. 2 spins on the Branded Beast because of the Effect Veiler to stop it from popping, and now we do get the search. Gee, I have not done this in a while. I'm going to be raising the desk. Think we could do that? Pretty, delicious, delicious. Randomly add 1 to the hand. We have our delicious. We are making our next Purrely Nord nice and delicious. Oh, we're good, we're good. Why not? She jumps out of her chair. Okay. We're back, we're back. The wires are tight, the wires are tight. All right, we are plumping. Ooh, I feel dizzy. What the heck? We are equipping, we got 4 material, equipping that Sleepy, or we're gonna Chain Link block it instead. Do we play an X-Purrely Happiness and maybe we're stopping it? Yeah. We're stopping him from summoning the Happiness. As long as he does not have 5 materials, he can't do it. Okay, that was something. Sereneer is banishing the Effect Veiler, so we stopped also the summon of an X-Purrely Nor potentially, and because we summoned the Plump in defense, we couldn't even attack with it. Nor still has that double... No, we're drawing just 1. Draw 1 plus 1 spin. Sure. Okay, yep. And Plump is gonna equip the Sleepies. We could draw 6. We could draw 7. We drew 1. We drew 2. We drew 3. We draw 4. We draw 5. We draw 6. We draw 7. What the heck is going on? Oh my Jesus. The draw 6 combo is now draw 7. Perfectly balanced. Yeah, that's fine. That's perfectly fine. Lubellion from the graveyard come forth. Nor is going to get spinning. Spin that Lubellion before it activates. Safer, recycle the Leveneer in the graveyard back to our hand. We can't pop the Nor. It's unaffectable right now. Activate Leveneer. Goodbye to the Nor. Triggering the field spell to summon a Lily or Purrely. Sereneer, banishing the Lily from the graveyard. Chain the Leap to spin it back on the deck so your Sereneer does not get summoned. You still have our normal summon here. All right, all right. Purrely's been alive for too long. The pack just fell off today, so now it's bannable. It was not bannable. Because otherwise, if they want to hit a deck while it's still in the shop, they have to hit other cards that are not in the shop. Purrely's pretty much just Purrely. Nor is going to get spin and spinning back the black metal before we search for a Red Eyes Darkness metal. Nor during the end phase is going to spin back the impermanence. Which, yeah, goodbye to imperm. As we suck up a pretty memory from the deck, which could suck up the Leveneer, putting us back up to 4 materials here. Lily equipping Delicious, so we are nice and plump. And let's get to it. Sereneer could Chain Link block a little bit. Send the Evenly, suck up the Leveneer, get further boosted up. Suck up double Sleepy. If we get 5 materials, we can make the X Purrely Nor. We did not Chain Link block because, I mean, what are we going to do here anyway? He's got a ton of cards in the hand. Make a giant X Purrely Happiness. Nope. Did not give him time to do so. Justinian has surrendered. Let's hop into game 2. Okay, this paid off by holding on to the impermanence and not using it early. We could imperm the Safeguard unless it's also sending itself. The animations are kind of slow. It would send itself afterward. We did not imperm. Okay. Sereneer sending Lubellion. We have Magna Hut banishing the Sereneer. Lubellion is going to be using the Magna Hut, which will be searching for a dragon during the end phase, setting up a branded card, but it's going to be negated by the impermanence. I do not think so. And now we're going to the Romulus. We already used up our normal summon here. Safeguard is going to be banishing, adding back the Lubellion, so we could add from our deck a Bestial. There is our Baldrake. We have our Ravine, discarding Baldrake to send the Absoraptor to grab the Rocket Synchron, but we do not have our normal summon. We have the Red Eyes Black Meteor, making a Hieratic Seal with our Romulus, and then ending. This was interesting. Okay. We are starting up with the Purrely Street. The Branded Beast is not going to be good. The Heavenly Spheres will be spinning back the My Friend Purrely on the activation of the effect, not the card, to stop the search. Now, if you reactivate it, it's no good. Also, triggering the effect of the graveyard when tributed to summon a Druid Storm for the deck, which will be usable with the Branded Beast to pop a card in the field, but we cannot target the Purrely because every special summon Purrely is untargetable. But we could pop the field spell, trigger Druid Storm, then send the monster to the grave. Yeah, that works. And it's send, not destroy. So we're doing that right now. Pop, activate, send. If it were destroy, they could have the card that is the Happy Memory, which would make it indestructible. Because we did not set up the My Friend Purrely before making those plays, we did not get the benefit of triggering the My Friend Purrely. So I do think that was a bit of a mistake there. We would have added back the Happy Memory. Follow up Sleepy. Ash is negating since you already used the My Friend Purrely. Okay. Maybe we kept the My Friend Purrely in the hand for discard fodder, and that's why we didn't want to set it up. We didn't really think that our happiness would have been outed. And how'd this even happen? You activate Branded Beast, tributing, targeting field spell. You chain a quick play from the hand. You equip it onto Happy. Then Happy spins back the Beast. Then the Beast does not pop the field spell. Then the Druid Swarm cannot target the monster. So that got completely screwed up. Am I thinking this correctly? I know I'm sick, but that's what I'm thinking. All right, we're going to be sending the Absent out of the graveyard for the Lubellion. Lubellion could be setting up a Branded Spell or Trap into the back row, grabbing our Rocket Tracer. We have already used up our normal summon, but the Boot Sector launch could summon the Tracer onto the field. We now have our Branded regained. Let's get launching the Tracer, popping the field spell, summoning a level 4 non-tuner recharger, making the Borreload Savage Dragon for the Omni Negate. We have 7,100 damage, mate. Now putting that over 9,000 damage, taking this into a game number 3. Let's go. We good, we good? Let's go. Nor is going to be draw 2, and we got that Maxi. We got the Called by Finger. Finger the Roach. Negate. But then we have to play around Nibiru and double spin. 2 spin and a Nibiru. What do? This will be difficult. And, okay, so what the heck? We just drew another Maxi. Okay, that's fine. So 2 spin and Nibiru. We're on summon number 2. Striker Dragon. This is triple disruption in 2 summons. Nor is going to be activating its effects, spinning the Rocket Tracer back in the deck. Ball Drake is going to be banishing the Rocket Tracer to get it onto the field. Now we only have 2 disruptions and we did 3 summons. Disruptions, summons. Oh, no Nibiru. And now we have even more disruption. We got more spins. We're going to be detaching to spin back the Brain of Beast, detaching to spin back the Impermanence. All right, we're going to have to rebuild from the ground up a brand new Purrely play. No, we're not. He's going to scoop it up. We are out. Purrely is way too damn good. I mean, I told you that this deck was nuts. Advent, we're just going to speed this up, grabbing the field spell, and then we're going to be... All right, Eglin, come back to me. We got Foolish Burial Goods, sending the Sacred Tree from the decks of the graveyard, activating to grab our Camellia, which is negated. We got Runick Tip, which is going to be negated. And then we could resummon the Apex Avian, which is not a hard once per turn, so that we can negate again. Balance. Add back the Toucan. I like Floowandereeze myself. I don't want it to get hit. Banishing the Cricket, Apex Avian, activatable again. So we're not activating. We ain't doing nothing. Smiting Storm's going to special summon our Huggin. Are we going to negate and destroy the Huggin? Because we could just resummon the Apex Avian. No, we're going to save it for that other back row card here. I'm not going to let you bait me. We are going to reveal the Eglin, banish a Snarl. Snarl gives you piercing battle damage, right? All of your monsters could pierce through the Huggin. Rabina, come back, and let's keep on resolving, grabbing the Ryza Mega Monarch. We're going to Toucan, add back the Snarl. We're going to summoning the Ryza. Ryza's going to spin back everything. Sacred Tree? Why would you spin that back? We're going to spin back the Dispelling, spin back the Huggin, and use Dreaming Town to flip face. Are you like trolling right now? What are you doing? I guess you're going to add back the Dreaming Town with the Toucan, so that does make sense. Okay, it does make sense. Spin it back, and we have lethal damage anyway. Toucan, add back the Dreaming Town, ready to flip down again. Omni negate, recyclable mate. That's something. That is something. Let's go to game 2. Well, our Maxi against you is not dead, but you're still not going to be negating. And because it was used in the draw phase, we cannot use our triple tactics talent, right? Because it was used in the draw phase, we can't triple tactics talent. Pot of Duality. I mean, we don't negate Duality. We save the Ash for the Eglin. Advent, banishing the Eglin. Ash is going to negate the Advent from adding the field spell, very likely. And now we have triple tactics talent, and we have Thrust. Thrust could set the Harpy Feather Storm. You're looking at that hand, and we're like, damn, that hand sucks. Back in the deck you go. Rabina activate, Chainlink block with the Eglin, and let's go. Eglin, we grab an Empin, we tribute summoning, we adding back to the hand, we searching with Empin, we grabbing that field spell you negated me from searching, we are additionally summoning, banishing the Dreaming Town, adding it back with a Toucan, we can flip your whole field face down, and additionally summon, set up the Harpy Feather Storm, which I said will negate all your monster effects for the entire turn. Well, Runick Smiting Storm, special summon the Huggin, discard the tree, get negated by the Feather Storm, activate to search for a Naturia card. So what do we do here? Our talent is not even activatable. So what do? Adding our Camellia, which is negated. Activate, negate. Synchro into Coral Dragon. We're gonna be setting up probably Apex Avian. Now it's just like, why does Max C not work? Why are you summoning 100 times and my Max C does nothing? Add, summon, summon, summon number 3. Add Apex Avian, summon number 4. Dreaming Town, flip down your Coral Dragon, which is negated anyway. And at least we get triple tactics talent. No, we can't. Actually, it's negated. Negate. That's right, the Feather Storm only negates the opponent for the entire turn, not yourself. And let's go. Wow. Floowandereeze making Naturia Runick look like a really trash deck. We are banishing the Snarl. We are going to be adding back the Snarl, adding back the Eglin through its own effect. We could be setting up with a Ryza, then attack directly. Also setting up with the Apex Avian. Just like that, Karate Dom has surrendered to Floowandereeze. Get Maxine, get Ashing. I don't think so. Now, let's do our full Wombo combo unless our Ash is ready to negate. So Daruma is quite interesting. We'll flip the whole field face down. Anything that's not flipped face down, we got to send to the graveyard, so all our Link monsters go away. We have Masquerena Disruption. We have the Hermetic Seal non-target spin back. And we have Maxi. Let's get Maxi in. So triple Disruption. Fenrir to make this annoying. Fenrir adding the Unicorn. To battle we go. At the start of the battle phase, we're going to spin back the Fenrir. By using DD Crow before the Hermetic Seal activates in the graveyard, it stops the effect of summoning from the deck. Yeah, that works. That's good. Good play. Goodbye. No activate. Banish before you're activated. And Fenrir could just resummon, but we're going to summon the Unicorn instead. And we are under Max C, so that is hurting a bit. We could birth the Fenrir back on the field, but we're going to use Masquerena. We can't make a Goddess here. We're going to Unicorn. Unicorn, discard, spin back the birth before the Fenrir gets normal summoned. Unicorn against Unicorn. We're going to Unicorn, look at the extra, Unicorn, spin back the birth. What do we take out of the extra deck? We are taking out an access code talker. Special summon the Rise Heart, spin everything face down, forcing our Unicorn into the graveyard. Interesting. Grass could mill 10. Let's get milling. And that is our mill 10. 5 at a time. Serenir sending from the deck to the graveyard a Lubellion. Seyfert adding that Lubellion to the hand. Lubellion will then be searching for a Bestial. Let's get searching. Grabbing that Ball Drake. Ball Drake will be able to banish from either player's graveyard a light or dark to summon. We're going to be Black Metal Dragoning into the Striker Dragon using the Boot Sector launch to reborn the Recharger from the graveyard because there is a monster difference. Ball Drake is banishing, come forth and summon. We're summoning a level 1 Destrudo. What could we do with that? Lubellion is here. Lubellion's going to be setting up a Branded Spell or Trap, Branded Beast. We're going to be tributing off our Recharger, popping the Unicorn. Using the Striker Dragon to pop itself to add back the Recharger, to then discard the Recharger, to then special summon a monster from the grave, which will be level 10. I'm just thinking, like, what are we doing with the Destrudo? Destrudo, okay, we're not synchroing. We're just going to be making a dark. Okay, taking the DD Crow to battle we go. Let's get to it. And big swings, but not enough for lethal damage. Now, we got Borland Dragon, which was another option to banish with the Unicorn instead of the Access Code Talker. Okay. Branded Beast, setting up the Branded Regained in the graveyard. It will special summon a Bestial from the grave if we summon. We'll also be drawing a card anytime a light or dark is banished once per turn. There's the Druid Swarm. Fenrir is searching. Borland is permanently negating. Old negate, no banish, no search. We do have Thrust. We have Ball Drake, which we're going to be summoning early. And we're going to be drawing off of that into our Fairy Tale Snow. We're going to be thrusting a Triple Tactics talent into our hand. Are we taking control of the Borland, which could attack everything on the field? It can, but the Branded Beast could pop it. And I do think we're doing that because it's indestructible by card effects, so it's not. I was saying that you can't do that, but you can try, but you can't. Indestructible by card effects. Let's go. Oopsie. It's targetable with a card like Impermanence. It's untargetable from monster effects. So the Druid Swarm can't send it, but why would you want to? You're going to give it back during the end phase anyway. And cannot be destroyed by any card effect. Also cannot be destroyed by battle. And we're linking it off into the Donner. Yeah, we just don't give back the Borland and we end on 0 disruption. We're gonna be reborning our Recharger, show con to the Striker. Striker pop itself, add back Recharger, discard Recharger, summon Borland from the graveyard. What the heck is going on? Yup. That is one card Borland back in the field. But we're not doing it. Can we summon Borland with this? Yeah, okay. Red Eyes Darkness Metal into Borland, or you go right into the Borland. Damn. Recharger, resummoning the outed Borland. That is the way. That is what I'm talking about. All right, all right. Let's go. Rise Hard banishing the Fenrir, top 3 cards off the opponent's deck. Goodbye. Ash is going to negate the Theosis, which we desperately needed to go through. Rip Kashtira or what? What is happening to Kashtira? Is this deck just no longer good? We had initial hype of a lot of people playing it, forcing it, and then I feel like a lot of the good players have just given up on the deck. They don't want to play it anymore. We got Pathfinder, which could find the path for the field spell of a monster that we can't even summon, so that's kind of annoying. We could Theosis again. Oh, we could, Scareclaw Kashtira or something. Theosis onto the Rise Heart, getting hit by the Max C. We're going to chain the Scareclaw Kashtira to the Max C, so they draw one last card here. No, we are not. Going into the Unicorn into Birth. We could normal summon the Scareclaw Kashtira. Oh boy. So because we didn't chain the Scareclaw Kashtira to the Max C, now they get an additional draw. Not good. Theosis could add back the Fenrir. And then we could, if we had Birth, which was negated, we could have normal summoned the Fenrir. Well, no, we already used up our normal summon here. Shang-Ri it up. Shang-Ri during the standby phase. Do we summon a Fenrir? Do we do it? Yes, we do. Even through the thrust. Getting Max Seed again. Now, this does trigger the field spell to force out the use of the quick launch. Yes. Quickly launching. Launching our Rocket Tracer onto the field. Is this GG? Got Caliber. Chaos Space. Discard the Absol grab the Lubellion, trigger the Absol to search our deck for a Rocket Tracer. Lubellion discarding, grabbing the Druid Swarm. The Shang-Ri's indestructible by battle and card effect, but if the Druid Swarm were to be sent to the graveyard but it was banished face down, it could have sent the Shang-Ri. Striker Dragon is here. Druid Swarm is limited to 1. Yes, it is. We're grabbing that Boot Sector Launch, which could special summon the Rocket Tracer, but we could also normal summon it, milling a ton of cards off the top of the deck here. We have Destrutto in the grave. Destrutto is something. We have Safer to recycle a card in the graveyard also. And we just Chaos Space to draw into a Serenir. Making the Dark with no Dark monster to summon for the opponent's graveyard. Banishing the Striker, making the Serenir, tributing Serenir for the Lubellion. Lubellion is now here. Serenir setting from the deck to the graveyard, another Lubellion setting up the branded Regain, special summoning the Collapse Serpent, triggering the Regain to draw a card. We're now going to link this off into Nightmare Unicorn. Discard a card, spin the indestructible Shang-Ri back into the extra deck. Big bang. Before we lose the Shang-Ri, we're going to make sure that everything's banished except the Unicorn. Okay? Keeping up our Fenrir, which has already activated to banish, so it's dead. Special summoning our Tracer, pop the field spell, summon Recharger, making our Chaos Ruler, mill the top 5 cards of the deck, add a light or dark among these 5 cards here. TCG limit Chaos Space to 1. Do we have to do that? What's going on with Dragon Link? Access the codes, 5,300 plus reborn the Chaos Ruler. You can also reborn it with the Rocket Synchron, making the Hot Red Dragon Archfiend for some style points here. Definitely not needed. We are now BMing the opponent. Popping the Fenrir. Into lethal we go. Dragon Link advancing to the top 4. All right. Oh, shoot. Floowandereeze versus Vanquish Soul. There can only be one Winged Beast on the field. This could win the duel. Let's go. Maxi's dead, but a dead Maxi and Vanquish Soul's not dead. We could reveal it for our card effects. It's good. Pantera can reveal Maxi and a fire to destroy the column. A good thing to learn about Vanquish Soul is the alphabet. A, B, C, D, Dark, E, Earth, F, Fire, D, E, F. The earth reveals earth and fire. The fire reveals fire and dark. And the dark reveals dark and earth. DEF, DEF. Special summon the Pantera, and now we're going to have to be dealing with the Dreaming Town. Eglin is additionally summoning. We're going to be setting up maybe a Ryza or an Apex Avian. Can this be special summon more than once per turn through this effect? Control, you activate your special. Only once per turn you could activate the special summon here. We're going to be making our Apex Avian ready for the negate. We're going to be using Pantera, revealing the earth to make us indestructible from battle. Okay. Maybe just trying to bait the negate. But if you negate with Apex Avian, the Kurikara would not be able to use it anyway. Durendal onto the Empen, searching for the Raisin, which we could normal summon here. Very well done. Now the Apex Avian is going to be negating. Negate and destroy. And now we can't make Rock of the Vanquisher. We're setting the there can only be one, which we talked about heavily disrupts Floowandereeze. Can't summon anything from the hand. So what we have to do here is set monsters. Set? We have to tribute set? I don't really know what we could do. This is a problem. We're going to be mad loving it up. Mad love searching for the Vanquish Soul. Continue to reborn a Vanquish Soul in the graveyard into defense, activating its effect. Searching our deck for the Jiao Long. Jiao Long is going to... Oh, we are taking out the Empen with the effect of the Raisin. That works out amazingly well here. As long as we don't... there's a thing, though. We used up our normal summon while he had Empen, so he couldn't activate the field spell because of the there can be only one. And now that was your only way to summon additional monsters. And then the Rock of the Vanquisher was not activatable because the Empen was on the field. Now we're revealing Double Fire to search our deck for the Caesar. This is nuts. Caesar... Spin back the Mad Love, and then Caesar could pop a card on the field. Reveal. Earth. Fire. Dark. Pop the evenly match, which would have banished everything but 2 cards at the end of the battle phase. You know, not too crazy, but it would have been kind of annoying. Let's go. We have the quick effect to pop still, and we have Raisin, which could pop the column. We're going to be maxing, which I do think this is correct here. Maxi in the draw phase because the Rock of the Vanquisher can only activate in the main phase. The Caesar and the Borger can only activate in the main phase. So if you just do it early in the draw phase, they're not going to be able to chain special summon to your Maxi. I mean, are we... Like, I'm rooting for Vanquish Soul, but it's, you know, I don't know. Fight evil with evil. There can be only one is the only reason we're really winning this. Good. I think that this card should be limited to 1, even though I like Vanquish Soul. I don't want to use the card myself. I'm trying to not use it. But I may have to use it. Yeah, he's just like, I can't make any plays. What? There can be only one. Wing Beast on the field has completely screwed my entire deck. D-Shifter versus Flu. Hold up. Is this just another Flu deck in disguise? What's going on here? Rabina into the Eglin, grabbing our Empen. We have no disruption, no Ash, no impermanence. Add back the Eglin, add back the Rabina. Gotta be careful when you add too much back because it can make it more difficult to chain link block against Ash if they were to draw into 1 for the turn. Normal summon the Raisin, that works. Grabbing the Caesar Valleys, there's no field spell to be triggered here. Stake Your Soul is gonna reveal a dark, special summon the Borger. Borger could draw a card here or burn for 1500. We're going for the draw. Let's not burn. Raisin is gonna be wiping out the column of the Empen. It is not special summon, so it does work. And we're going to banish the Empen, dodging the destruction to search our deck for a Toucan. Toucan to the hand. We do have the additional summon coming up. Did not draw into an Ash, which we very much needed here. Rabina being negated by Ash would have completely ended this play. We have Toucan, add back our Empen. We could then Stride, banish a card from either player's graveyard. We have Eglin searching our deck for the Snowl. Retributing for Snell? No. We're going into the Empen, triggering the effect of the Dreaming Town, flipping the whole field face down, so no link summon for you. Adding back Rabina, adding back Eglin. We have already used up our normal summon. So what do? I don't think there's much we could do. So what you could do in response to the Dreaming Town, activating to flip your field face down, if you had not activated these effects yet, you would activate to reveal, and then Jiaolong would activate after your field flips down to summon onto the field, then you can make further plays, but we already used up both of their effects. Okay. Everything's face down, and we got nothing. Snow's gonna give us piercing battle damage, and we are just scooping that up, taking this into a game 3. D-shifter versus D-shifter. Let's go, let's go. Yay, floodgates. Wow, you can literally have no play. Just set Tiki Boo and you're good. That's it. We have no play. It wasn't because of Max C. Draw 2 with the pot of E. You Tiki Boo me, I'm going to Harpy Featherstorm you, which we did normal summon our Wind Wing Beast. Some of them are water, where this would have not been activatable. Our Thrust is not activatable. And can we pot a P for something good? Next turn, that is, because we already drew 2. Do we have an out? Oh gosh, now there's 2. Do we have to like set, tribute set, then summon Ryza? That's like 3 turns. You think we could do that? That's the only play that I could think of. And then he flips up another, there could be only 1. There could be only 2. Uh-oh. Oh, we could tribute set with Dimension Shifter. So that's something. Tribute set, then tribute summon with Ryza, but we need to have Ryza. Where is our Ryza? This is like, look at you. You can't summon the Borger, can't summon the Borger, can't summon the Jiaolong, can't summon the Bisteel, can't summon the Kurikara. Dead. But we got Tiki Boo. That's it. Ain't no way. Oh, we're battling. Okay, we're taking advantage of their dead hand and we gotta go for that damage. Let's go. 3 more turns of bricks and we could win. That's another brick. Ain't no way. We got this maybe. 2 more turns of bricks and we win. This is insane. And we do have a Harpy Feather Storm to stop any real play, but then it's not gonna be an open field anymore. Oh my gosh, Set Ash actually blocks the shifter, blocks the Eglin. We can't out it. We can't out the Ash in defense. 1800 defense is too large. That's it. We've been walled off. Finally, we got Mad Love just to get negated. We're gonna chain summon our Borger. Borger is quite large at 2500 attack. It's gonna get beaten down. Anchors, Kettle, if you could message me that on Discord, Dried Mint, yeah, I'll send that to Gia. I need anything. I need all the help. All right, at least we could draw a card every turn. Yeah, that's pretty good. Getting that Borger out. Banishing to make room for a summon, but I mean, like, can we Xyz? Can we normal? We can't double normal 2-wing beast, so like, I don't even know what the heck do we do. What do we do? Do we blame Floowandereeze for playing no outs to a floodgate? Is that reasonable here? Maybe after this tournament, Eon Flute is gonna be putting in something. Maybe 1 Harpy Feather Duster. Eglin and back. Listen, Thrust can search for Harpy Feather Duster, so doesn't that make sense? 1 Harpy Feather Duster, search for it with the Thrust. Reveal Kurikara, changing the battle position. Flipping the Rabina face up, which then sends it to the graveyard, which banishes it with the effect of the Rabina into there could be only 1-wing beast. He can't even set up a tribute summon if he keeps flipping them face up. These are all different attributes. We have Zombie, Machine, Worm, Dragon, Warrior. We have every single attribute on the field here. Is this game? Lethal damage. 2 out of 3 games completely floodgated by there could be only 1. Semi-limited, so there could be only 2. Let's go. Purrely versus Dragon Link. Does Dragon Link stand a chance? What are the outs against a turn 1 X Purrely Nor? Goddess? Hello? No Goddess in the extra deck? I think the fear of Goddess is the out to X Purrely Nor. If they fear it, they're going to spin you before you could even summon it, because they're not going to risk it. So that makes sense to me. Or they could just not summon a turn 1 X Purrely Nor, but they do have it with the Purrely Leap to draw 2. So So draw 1, but if you draw 2, you give up on the monster negate, which we should probably not do. And the Purrely Nor will be affectable. It's only going to have 4 material, 2 spin, but it will be untargetable. So we have 2 spin and 1 negate when we max seeing. We also have Nibiru. So triple disruptions here that are kind of public. Call with the Grave, Finger the Maxi. Chain Purrely Leap are we main phase? What's going on? We're not negating. And we gave up on the draw. Kind of interesting. What made us want to leap early? Why are we leaping? Because we want to spin? We just want to spin it off the field? Okay, yeah, just spin it. Thrust into Talent. Talent can take control of the Nor, forcing it to spin. Yep, take control. We are spinning the Chaos Space back into the deck. It was not even activatable, so it's good to spin it early. They didn't mess up by not activating it. All right, can we turn this into anything? We could link it off. And now we got Sky Striker. Is this lethal damage? Not under Nibiru. We are on summon number 1, 2, 3. 3 summons. Let's go. Triple summon, quadra summon, 5 summons. Nibiru is now summonable. Well, if you see their field light up on the 5th summon where otherwise it was not lighting up, that means they did not properly toggle off and hide the activation of the Nibiru prompt, which then makes you change your mind and summon a Hermetic Seal, which if tributed by Nibiru summons a dragon from the deck, and that's a problem. Let's go. I don't know, did I release my Dragon Link video on YouTube yet where they revealed I had Nibiru? They revealed that they had Nibiru? Yeah, I did. So I changed my play into Hermetic Seal, then they didn't want a Nibiru, then I Leveneered it back in the deck. We are going to Nibiru right then and there before the Pisty activates to summon a body onto the field. Give them that token, activating the effect of the Hermetic Seal, summoning our Rocket Synchron, sending the Psyframe Driver from the deck to the grave to special summon our Meteor to make our Chaos Ruler. And this is why you change your play. You go into Hermetic Seal if you feel their field light up. And it did. It had to have. It had to have. Baldrake come to me, and we are milling the rest of the cards as we now tribute the Chaos Ruler to make our Lubellion come forth. Do we have a Branded Spell Trap in the deck that we could play? Yes, we do. We have Branded Regained, banish the Pisty, draw a card with the Regained. Well, this is how Dragon Link could beat Purrely. Making the Dark. Dark could steal a Dark monster from the opponent's graveyard, taking the Purrely Nor, but you're not taking anything because we're going to spin it back into the extra deck. I don't think so. Spin it back. Romulus plays around Super Poly versus Branded. Okay, that's another good idea. We are going to be re-summoning our Chaos Ruler back on the field from the graveyard by banishing a Light and Dark. Unicorn on summon, discard the Abso Router. Spin a card in the field back in the deck. Goodbye to my friend Purrely. Abso Router searching for the Rocket Tracer that we can't get on the field. And we're now going to be making an Access Code Talker because we cannot make our Borland. Boost up 5,300. Wipe out the field spell. Wipe out the Nibiru, probably, yes. Direct attack 5,300. We can't summon our Chaos Ruler for game, unfortunately. Now, can Purrely win off of a single My Friend Purrely and a top deck? Of course they can. Let's go. Evenly match, which we'll just discard. Discard. So the top deck does not really matter. We are going to guarantee a Delicious Memory to our hand, and with a Beauty in the graveyard, we could suck up the Access Code Talker here. Yep, this is a problem. Branded Regain, summoning the Baldrake. Baldrake could tribute the Access Code Talker, banishing the newly summoned Purrely Exceed, which would trigger the My Friend Purrely to add 3 cards in the graveyard back to the hand and trigger the field spell to summon a monster on the field. So is it even that good? Are we doing it? Baldrake? No, we're not Baldraking. We're not triggering all those effects. And now we're going to suck you up because you didn't Baldrake me, which would have triggered a +4. X Purrely Nor, so we could use the Pretty Memory effect again if we wanted to suck up the Baldrake by sending the field spell if we wanted to, but instead we equip it with the Sleepy Memory to draw an additional card. Draw 2, and we have spin 3. Draw on a Maxi. Nope. Another try. Nope. Safer, spin, and oh gosh. Yeah. We had 2 normal summons in the hand. What do? That is just absurd. Let's hop in game 2. Valiant, grabbing the Bestial. It's not a quick effect unless the opponent controls a monster, so you could wait with that Max C. Max C now, they can't change. So, yeah, bro. Top 4. In response to Max C, you just leave the duel. Oh my God. I don't think I've ever seen a quicker surrender to Max C through all the meta weeklies. This is, what, like meta weekly the 200 or something? Oh my Jesus. Let's go. You just made history, my friend. Let's hop into the grand finale. This is it. We have grand finale. Vanquish Soul, the day it has released versus the Soul Tier 1 Purrely. This is it. Hajime. Vanquish Soul starting off by special summoning the Fenrir Imperm onto the Fenrir. That is kind of interesting here. But it actually, yeah, it didn't really do anything. I guess what we're going to do, I don't think we're going to rank 7 Xyz. Probably not. No, yeah, okay. Now, back on over to Purrely. Using both of our impermanences to negate the Fenrir. We're going to Dimension Shifter right here as we have no cards in the graveyard. Any card sent to the graveyard will get banished. That is quite devastating. So the Lily is useless. Lily cannot use any card in the graveyard to perform its Xyz. Revealing the top 3 cards of the deck, grabbing the Happy Memory, we are going to be making our Happiness. Happiness can attack multiple times with the Fenrir, getting a ton of searches here. Could search 4 times. That's not bad, even under Dimension Shifter. And we could still set up an X Purrely Nor. So this is the power of Purrely. Get Shifted, which is supposed to counter the deck, but it's not countering the deck. This is wild. We have nothing to Chainlink block all of these attaches, continually reducing, continually searching. Can we even use the Happiness effect? You have to send a card to the graveyard to take control of the Fenrir as an Xyz material, so that doesn't work. But we added that anyway. You know, maybe we could use it next turn. I think that was a mistake. It should have been a Sleepy. So maybe we didn't know that does not work. And we, you can attach 3 happy, 2 happy, and 2 other cards. No, 1 other card. So we attach the pretty and 2 happy. That's it. There's no more attaching. So we can't get the Sleepy on our monster, but we're going to be setting up with my friend Purrely and the Purrely Street. We are going to maybe be getting that Purrely Leap for additional drawing. We could draw 2. Okay. Wow. Randomly, that was a 33% chance, but we're not making that play anyway. Okay. So what is the setup here? Let's talk about this. Okay, we're attaching, then spinning the Fenrir, so we're losing one of our spins here. That's fine. Get rid of that Fenrir. Confident that there's not another Fenrir in the hand. So we have 2 spins plus draw 1, and we could use Purrely Leap to turn the Nor into a monster negate. So that's about 3 disruption. Triple disruption. We're summoning the Mad Love. We could chain Caesar to the Mad Love, something happening to the Mad Love. But not in the battle phase. The Caesar's only main phase, so spinning it back within the battle, it's gone. Oh boy, that's something. You could set Snow Devil to special summon the Caesar and then use Dust Devil with it, but probably would get spun back in the end phase anyway. So maybe just keep it, I guess. Reveal Caesar, summon Caesar, and then, yeah. What's funny about that is Snow Devil's activation, you could chain Sleepy Memory, and it will essentially negate the Snow Devil from summoning a monster. A quick little tip for a deck that you're not going to need tips to beat. We have Plump sucking up 2 cards in the graveyard. We're not turning this into a Happiness. Not getting too crazy. Are we Purrely Leaping in the battle phase? Are we making an X Purrely Happiness? Is this it? Yes, it is. How much damage is this X Purrely Happiness? 1,500 plus 4K directly. That is, in fact, lethal damage. All right. Yeah, you know, I think we should have set the Snow Devil, even though we were going to lose anyway. Fenrir's a summon, Raisin's a summon, Rock of Vanquisher, Jiao Long's a summon. If we use Rock of Vanquisher to special summon from the hand, that's 5 summons. So we're on 2 right now. Just don't special with the Rock. Just chill. Oh gosh, we're actually getting Nibiru'd. Ain't no, whoa! did you just play around Nibiru? You did not return Mad Love to draw a free card with Borger because you just knew he had Nibiru? How? How did you not take a free draw 1? I don't get it. Which would have been your 5th summon. You actually played around Nibiru. That's insane. Okay. What? 4 summons. Evenly match it up. We're going to be using the continue to special summon the Raisin. So if we leave everything banished besides the Raisin, we'll activate to search. Or no, we could add it back to the hand instead of special summoning. Rock of the Vanquisher could special summon it. MP2. We are going to be revealing 3. Come to me. Pretty memory. Everything's in main phase 2. We're going to special summon the Raisin in the same column as the Purrely. And we can now reveal Fire and Dark. Remember, it's Dark, Earth, Fire in that order. So Fire reveals Fire, then Dark. It goes back alphabetically. Wipe up the column. Trigger the Jialong, come forth and summon, which can reveal 2 Fire to search our deck for any card, any Vanquish Soul card. We can't make a Caesar play though, so we're not adding Caesar. We're going to add Mad Love instead, so I could Borger, return, reveal Mad Love, draw 1. Borger's going to do that right here, right now. Return back, so no more disruption, and Kurikara just works out with the deck by being a Fire attribute to reveal. Reveal with Jialong, reveal with all of our monster effects. Borger could burn for 1,500 every turn, otherwise we could go for the better play of drawing 1 every turn by revealing the Mad Love. This is not looking good for Purrely. It looks like Vanquish Soul is actually going to be winning this duel. Plump it up. I do think it's important, you know, the plump's going to be an Purrely Nor, but you do want to try to summon your monster either into the same column as a non-Vanquish Soul monster or in the same column as the Rock of the Vanquisher Soul. Because it doesn't have soul in its name, but that's so the Raisin is forced to destroy the rock. Tiki Boo, which will lock you into 1 fairy only, and the whole deck is fairy type. That's a problem. Unless we spin it back during the end phase. We're going to be searching with the Jialong, grabbing the Caesar. Caesar could reveal Max C. We're going to draw a card with the... Look at this. +2, casually, draw 1, draw 2. This is a fat hand going up to 8 cards. Are we going to add Max C to it? Well, now we got 2, so why not? Get an additional... No, we're going to hold on to the Max C, sure. If you activate that draw effect in the standby phase, which you don't have, you will get Kurikara. So we're not playing in a Kurikara. It works out. Raisin in the same column, but it's unaffected from activate effects. Grabbing the Pantera. We're going to special summon the Pantera, destroying the column of the My Friend Purrely. And then we're going to be making a Drident. Okay. Are we turning this into a Zeus? We summoned 1, 2, 3, 4. Again, 4 summons. 1 summon under the Nibiru. Flipping up the there can be only 1. We have to chain spin it. Or, you know, we don't have to actually. We can just wait. We can wait. It's not a big deal. Just hold it. We don't want to be affectable by activate effects. We don't want to get popped by the Drident. Do not chain. 8 cards in the hand. Oh, gosh. You had to turn this into Zeus. This is twice today. People are forgetting the Purrely Leap applied effect during the end phase. I mean, here's the thing, though. During the end phase, if you have your toggle on and you have the correct settings in game, it should be asking you, would you like to resolve Purrely Leap or would you like to activate your Purrely Nor? So even if you make this mistake, you should at least be spinning with the Nor until it gets spun back. It gives you that option. It tells you. Oh boy. We're gonna keep on drawing. Okay, no, we're gonna burn. Burning for 1,500. We already have too many cards in the hand. We're gonna be taking this into a game 3. To be fair, I think Vanquish Soul would have won this anyway. What, he's gonna go into a Zeus, and then, you know, we probably could be stopping the Zeus. Variant to Zeus works, and, you know, we have so much more follow-up if he's even able to wipe up the field. Very well done. Let's take this into game 3. Kurikara is fair. Fair card, straight up fair. If you're going to draw a bunch of cards with the Purrely Nor during my standby phase, I deserve to tribute your Purrely Nor. That's exactly what's going to happen. Some players could be playing up to 3 Kurikara in their Vanquish Soul deck. wait, we didn't go into the beauty. Okay, we just made it thicker. We went all in on this to kind of be safe. I know we see the hand, but if we made a beauty instead, and then Purrely Street equip the sleep onto the beauty, then beauty draw the card and not X Purrely Nor, the Curry card would tribute the beauty and not the Nor. And I know it's a lot based off of just seeing the Curry card right here. Would have anyone actually have done that play? I don't know, but we got 4 spins on the Nor, and we played around it anyway by not equipping a Sleepy during the end phase. Okay, got Quadra spin. But as soon as we spin once, we are committed to that Curry Kara. Raise in the column of the Purrely, wiping out the Purrely, triggering the Jialong to special summon onto the field. We didn't reveal Curry Kara yet, right? We have Rock of the Vanquisher, special summoning our Mad Love searching our deck for the Vanquish Soul, continue to reborn a monster from the graveyard in defense. We are going to be revealing Darken Earth to return back to the extra deck, the Princess Sprite. The lowest defense on the field gets returned back. Caesar Valius returning back to Jialong, come forth and summon, non-target destroy a card on the field. Now, because this was not summoned with Princess, with the Purrely Leap that is, it's not going away in the end phase. Oh my gosh, we burned for 5,200 damage just to banish the My Friend Purrely. You know, I guess it was worth it. Summoning the Raisin, and now we got Baguska. Ain't no way. Continuous effect of Baguska to negate the activation of the X Purrely Nor. This is something. This is something. X Purrely Nor is going to attempt to suck up the Baguska to find out it is negated, try to go into attack. It's just like it's just flailing wildly. It's just stuck in defense, negated, doesn't know what to do. It's confused. Baguska detaching, and now you're activatable, but the Baguska is not attack. You can't spin it. It can't be targeted, but you can now spin any card in the field or in the grave. Caesar Valius popping the Imperm, activating the Imperm onto the Rock of the Vanquisher, which we're going to be chain activating to summon a monster or add a monster in the graveyard to the hand. Summoner add, add the Raisin. We still have our normal summon here, so we can normal summon that Raisin. And now what? We got Jialong being triggered to special summon, and we are going to be revealing the Raisin and the Ash. If you activate, you're getting Curry Karad. Then we are searching for the Rise Heart, but you can activate during the end phase and you're safe. We're just sitting on 9 material X Purrely Nor. Do we have any out whatsoever? Uh-oh, we're in attack position at 9,200 attack. You can't attack into the Rock of the Vanquisher, but we could attack into the Baguska if we spin back the Rock of the Vanquisher. This works. We could change the battle position of Baguska into defense, so you're not going to lethal me. We're going to detach 2, spin back the Caesar. Caesar activating to destroy any card on the field, which cannot be the X Purrely Nor. So, yep, Baguska and That's crazy. Jialong puts Baguska into defense, non-targeting. You only do it on resolution, which then puts the X Purrely Nor back into defense. Ain't no freaking way. Wow. The Jialong Baguska lock. Back into attack position. We gotta be careful about that Nibiru. We're on summon number 1. Summon number 2. Don't get too excited here. Borger is gonna be burning for 1,500. Is that the win condition we're going for? Burn for 15 every turn? I did talk about this in my guide. If the opponent's gonna sit on an X Purrely Nor or a Psychic and Punisher, just burn them to death. Going in onto the Baguska, we're gonna put it back into defense, forcing you back into defense. And just keep on burning. So who's in a better position here? The unaffected towers or the Borger burning for 1,500 every single turn, but we're instead drawing a card here. Mad Love. I do play Goddess in my build. So where's the Goddess at? Mad Love is going to be turning into a Rock of the Vanquisher. Rock of the Vanquisher is going to be adding from the graveyard back to the hand. We have a ton of cards in the hand here. Set 3 pass. We still have the Snow Devil, which could destroy all monsters on the field except our Vanquish Soul monsters. Borger burning, 1,500. We don't have a lot of time left. Can't attack into the Rock. We have to attack into the highest attack monster. We have multiple attacks due to the Happiness. So we were able to take out the Borger, but we could return back the Borger, then resummon the Borger, which we're going to do next turn. Uh-oh. This is not looking good for Purrely. Again, if he activates the X Purrely Nor, he's going to get Curry Kara, so the Curry Kara in Borger is the main win. That's it. He can't do anything. Down at 3,500, 3 more activations of Borger every single turn. 2 more activations, and you lose to the Borger. To battle we go. You are the highest attack monster, so we do have to attack into you. We have multiple attacks here. We're going to be revealing 2 to search our deck for another Borger. Borger in main phase 2 could resummon, so we could activate it right away in the draw phase. Rock of the Vanquisher is going to add back the Caesar. And okay, we're just going to be summoning our Borger during our own turn here. Rock of the Vanquisher, summoning the Borger. Burning for 1,500. What do we do? Wait, this is game. This burns for 400 plus 600 plus 800. This is 1,800 damage on top of 1,500 damage. We win if we reveal all of the attributes. 1, 2, 3. Earth, fire, dark. Captain Planet. Burn, burn, burn. Summon, then burn. Wipe the field, then burn. Then burn. This is not the normal win condition of Vanquish Soul. Do not think the deck is toxic because of you being able to burn your opponent to death. They only resort to that if the opponent is being toxic themselves. Damn. Vanquish Soul. The winner of the Meta Weekly, the day of the new pack release. That is what I'm talking about. Judeo Yu-Gi-Oh! You are amazing, my friend. Let's get into the top deck list. Let's do it. Meta Weekly number 86. This is the release of the new pack, Vanquish Soul and Nouvelle. We have 128 players here. Dragon Link, Labyrinth, Mathmech, Purrely, Branded Despia, Floowandereeze, Furhire, Kashtira, Naturia, Pendulum Magician, and a single Vanquish Soul in the top cut. Oh my Jesus. You could also, if you want to filter by the decks here, you could click on this if you're going to be viewing the article yourself. Let's start from the bottom and let's see what's good. All right, Scattered. We have Labyrinth. And no, the deck is not playing Wannabe. Ain't no way. Get that crap out of here. I do want to try that card in a deck like Dynamorphia, though. And I did see someone play in Amazement, so I'm not crapping on the card. But yeah, very good. Titacon with the Gale Dogra. What the heck are you cooking, mate? Are you trying to first turn kill at this or what? He is also playing the brand new Promethean Princess and making great plays with it. I loved it. Promethean Princess was then going into the Amblo Whale, and then the Amblo Whale was going into Zelantis, banishing everything on the field. It was beautiful. You got to see it. Moving on, we have the brand new Firewall Defensor. Firewall Defensor is summoning a Guardian from the deck here. And very good, 43 cards, Cypher Ghost, not playing the other Firewall that would search for the Signet Conflict or the Signet Mining. You know, that's a bit of a brick. It is a Garnet, but so is the Guardian in a way, but it's more playable if it's in your hand. Moving on, we have Dragon Link, a Flying Dino, 60-card Orcust. What the heck is this nonsense? I'm zooming out all the way. Take a screenshot, zoom in, that's the D. Very well done. I'm not going to go too much into this. And then we have Scar Black with the Firewall Defensor and a 40-card Mathmech deck. That's what I love to see. Playing to save Worm with the Terahertz, negating spell and traps. That is the way. 1 Guardian, 3 Defensor. That's it. Moving on, we have another Labyrinth deck. Anything too crazy or special here? Not that I see. 41 cards. There is the extra deck. Moving on. Good job, Sniffus. Thank you. Seba01 with the card destruction to counter Max C. Special summon a ton of times, then drain their entire deck for game. We then have Ya9In with the Ghost Rick version of Purrely. Very powerful, able to easily set up double X Purrely Nor plus the UDF. Nice, good job. Let's keep on going. It's also a lot of discard fodder. And then we have Mugiwara with Kashtira. Kashtira has really fallen off, and Mugiwara is still holding on to the deck. That's good. It's fine. Let's keep on going. And then we have Justinian with another 60-card Dragon Link. I was talking about not that many people are playing Grass, but a lot of them are playing Grass. What is going on? So here is the full deck list. Just like that. Let's keep on going. And then, oh my gosh, another 60-card Grass deck. Maybe this card does need to be banned. What the heck? Double Kurikara, Branded Grass, Abo Mod 2. Zoom in all the way out just to show your deck list. All right, very nice. And then we have Karate Dumb. Karate Dumb with the Runick Naturia with an absolutely incorrect extra deck. I will be firing a dev as they're going to correct that. It's got Natura Beast. It's got all the synchros. You could look at any of the deck lists of Naturia, Runick, and it's different. So, yeah, this is a branded deck. Let's keep on going. Another 60. Oh, what is it, like 4 grass in today's tournament? Grass, 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 grass. Lots of grass. Grass looking green. You could thrust it into your hand. So, you know, I think that's the thing. Good job, River. Now, you know, of course, you can't do that turn 1. And let's keep on going. Good job in the top 4. And we have Eon Flute. With the power of Harpy Feather Storm, adding it to your back row with your triple tactics thrust. If they're going to ash you, let's say you normal summon your Eglin, you set the Feather Storm and it completely floodgates their next turn. They're not going to be able to do much. And now we have second place Purrely opting out of the Ghost Rick engine. And because of that, we have room for triple Nibiru. Nibiru's been putting in great work today. And then the deck list I'm most excited for, Vanquish Soul. Let's go. Let's go. 40 card Vanquish Soul, Judeo Yu-Gi-Oh! Congratulations to you. Let's get a full picture here. And let's zoom a little bit. Okay, we kind of have your name. Double Curry Kara. We have room for the hand traps here, of course, as the deck synergizes with it. We're missing our third Fenrir, so we have the Planet Field spell. Magna Hut searches for Caesar during the end phase, so we're playing 1 Caesar instead of 2 Caesar. So 1 Caesar, 1 Magna Hut. Okay, that's pretty interesting. Triple Borger, as we saw in the grand finale, burning people to death. We do have the non-target Book of Moon. Snow Devil, of course. I'm loving it. We also playing Dryden, which is banned in TCG, banned in OCG. So let's take advantage of it in our Vanquish Soul deck here. That is very nice. We got 1 Durendal. I've been seeing some discussion of people saying that only 1 to 2 Jiao Long. Are y'all sure about that? I think 3 Jiao Long is the way. We got triple Mad Love, which is bad news for a lot of people because they wanted the deck to be a lot more accessible. With, you know, Mad Love is good at 2, but also at 3, it's 2 to 3. And there you go, a very expensive deck, which has paid off for Judeo Yu-Gi-Oh!, winning the tournament and now qualifying for the $1,000 tournament. And that is it. Thank you very much. Thank you for liking, commenting, subscribing, watching as much as you can. Because of that, you greatly support these videos so we could continually upload them. And we are out.